man. Huge news, man. Over the weekend, I had the pleasure of attending, and UCSS was nominated for its first Emmy. And to put it lightly, we were going up against some stiff competition from a radio station, or excuse me, a television station in Indianapolis, who does really good content, and they're really buttoned up. And those guys have, pretty much racked up Emmys for the last 5 or 6 years. So we were up against stiff competition, but like we always said, man, we've always been the underdogs. We've always been the dark horse when it comes to this media stuff. There were so many different times that, we was in this game and we didn't really think we was going to make it to another month or another 2 months or see another season. But because of your help and because of your support, we persevered and we were able to do something very special. Check out some behind the scenes look at the Emmy Awards.
What's all this bling out here on the set? It's blinding.
Yeah, so over the weekend we did a little something, and we're going to show you the exact moment it happened. So, Steve, we're going to play this as a cold open.
I have not seen any of this yet. So
well, here you go. This was Saturday
me.
night, and we did something pretty cool. Steve, let's hear it.
The nominees for Sports Interviewer Discussion are Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show on WKYC, Browns vs. Jaguars Preview Show, WKYC, Countdown to Kickoff, WISH.
Sorry. And the winner goes to Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show on WKYC, Browns vs. Jaguars Preview Show. Michael Lucas, Anthony Antonelli, Stephen Becker, Stephen Curran. Congratulations.
You're watching the PCC Airfoils Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. PCC Airfoils, keeping the engines of change moving forward. Booyah!
This is wild, man. We're a little internet show. We want to thank Adam the Bull. We want to thank Steve back in Atlanta, Georgia. We want to thank Jay Crawford, who I'll give him a big shout out. Jay Crawford was the guy with the face on the situation, and he really lent his everything. He was on Cold Pizza, did his thing, and he led us with a nice runway and got us off the ground. So thanks for everybody that's part of the show. Here you go, McNuggets.
And let's not give Jay too much credit tonight. Let's be honest. We all love Jay Crawford, but we started as a little YouTube show, and now we're standing up here in Emmy. So thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
That's crazy, man. That's wild, man. And when you get up there, for one of the first times in my life, I've never been a loss for words, right? But when you win something that you really didn't expect to win, it sets you back. There's so many, your mind just goes blank, and you just, there's so many people you want to thank you. There's so many words you want to say, but at times you just don't have the words. So, I wanted to kind of, because we did this on the show earlier, and we did this actually on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. And the thing about that I thought was really cool about it was on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, you saw Steve, and you saw McNuggets, and you saw Anthony, and you saw Jay and Mike and me and all the people. But there's so many different other people that didn't get recognized or didn't, that are a part of our show that necessarily couldn't have been there that night. And we wanted to just take time to acknowledge them. Jay, he was the first person I think that they brought on the show. And then, they called me next, and, I was just a little old internet dude. Said I was doing the barbershop internet wise, and I was just trying to grind. And I've always said, you never know who's going to see you. I always tell people, the best thing you can ever do in life is just keep grinding. Don't give up on your dreams, and continue to always strive. If you are working somewhere and it ain't where you want to be at, if you working somewhere and you want to do something else, if you go to work 8 hours a day, make sure that you put and invest in 2 hours into what you want to do and 2 hours into your craft. And I used to go to work and come home and do these little internet videos, and somehow, some way, I kept progressing, kept going, and then they saw my stuff on YouTube, and the rest is history. So keep if you got a dream out there, keep going, keep God first, and you'll make it. Shout out to McNuggets. He left Dallas to come here. He left a lot of different places, left his other job. I quit my job. We only had a 6-month audition period, and we met in this little bar. And he said, man, he gave me all his ideas, and I knew we was going to be great because he just had so many ideas day one. And I just said, listen, hey, just pass me the ball, bro. I'll be a glue guy. We going to figure it out. Anthony, he came up, and Anthony has been, just one of the best people, man. He's a really good dude, man. Like, he's just like one of the nicest people I've ever met. He didn't have a background in design or doing graphics, but he's become and helped us become one of the best in the business doing it when it comes to this YouTube thing, how we project. And Earl, he just grinds, man. Earl, he's just very passionate about what he do. He's a guy that just really comes up and he puts that work in. You know what I'm saying? He grinds. He's on the radio doing his thing, up and coming. He wants it. And, it's just the work. I'm happy to see him get it out the mud, so to speak, and just continue to progress. And you can see that, when you turn on the camera, you can see how he's moving in terms of being a host, how he's trying to be, the best at what he's doing as far as production. So, and then obviously Steve Current, he came out of retirement to do this, right? He had worked at, I believe, Channel 5 for years. He retired. They said, we need a director. And Steve was a guy who already had that experience level and came in and did it, man. And then obviously Steve Becker down in Atlanta, he was one of the people that put us together. One of the best things about the show is that we all got genuine good chemistry. When he pulls up on us, we always meet and come back into town. And he always gives us our runway, right? There's a lot of people that would do a show and get in our way and kind of micromanage. He gives us our runway. He's supportive. He's gone to bat for us a lot of times. When our show was brand new in its infancy, and really did that. Mickey, shout out to her. She's our general manager. WKYC, we want to thank her for giving us an opportunity to be on TV. We started off with 1 or 2 weeks on a Friday. Now we're on WKYC Fridays. We appreciate that. And, a lot of different people, if I missed anybody, guys, shout out Adam Bull. Shout out to Bull. He wasn't able to make it that day, but he definitely shouted us out on Twitter. So, and Bull, just coming from bringing that radio background, bringing that energy, you need that healthy antagonism, right? You need somebody to go back and forth with. So shout out to Adam the Bull and the energy he brings, man. And by the way, if you don't know, Bull is genuine good dude. Like his heart is in the right place. He wants to help. He wants to be involved. Sometimes people may get that misconstrued, but he's a genuine good guy. Overall, man, what I can say about the show is that you guys are the biggest part of it, because you guys can turn and you can watch the radio, you can watch television, you can watch pregame and postgame shows from anybody, but you chose to make our Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show 40,000 subscribers strong, millions and millions of views, people all around the country, from India to Iceland to Finland to Brazil to Mexico, Canada, the Philippines, all these different places, Australia. These guys watch our content religiously. Some of them don't even like sports. It ain't even from Cleveland. Shout out to Darren. Darren from Kansas City, and he still be watching all the time, right? So we want to thank all of you guys, because that's not just our award. It's a award for everybody. It's a award for everybody, what they doing. And so that's just a big time award. It's the first of many we hope to come. And we hope to have many more in the future, but we wanted to share that special moment with all of you. With that being said, time flies when you're having a good time. Continue to support us over on UCSS. We will be back and ready to go. We got some great news coming up for you guys throughout the summer, so keep it locked to UCSS. And with that